It's pretty impressive how fast we're moving through opening day. A lot of heats completed, about to complete the women's opening round, already completed the men's opening round, and the elimination round is coming up next through Portugal. We'll see if he's got the energy, and Kayo, former finalist out here, coming up next. Catching up to the start of this heat, Sally Fitzgibbons getting her first wave during the break flick.
Yeah, that first wave come through. This is the one I'm interested to see. Tyler dropping an 8-point ride here. Massive first turn, straight up into the lip for the second one. Just looks like it was the two-turn combo there. So, whoa, judges eating that up.
Majority of the score coming from this right here. Through the roof, throws the tail. This is classic Tyler Wright, back in form just from her finals place finish over in Portugal. And yeah, the judges just loving the commitment, just pushing through the whitewash there, looking so strong and powerful.
So many Victorian state titles, Aussie titles, incredible shaper as well. As we look at Tyler Wright laid down that rail. Beautiful start on that pink board. Whips it in the pocket quickly. Resets on that corner, but fresh off the 8. She is looking so connected. As soon as we talk about how hard it is out there, a legend like Tyler hits the lineup and makes you want to go surf. One more section there. Tyler will shut it down.
What a performance for Tyler Wright. Those pink boards, I feel like, that could be the same board she was riding at Pipe. She loves riding the same board. She rode it at Trestles. She rode it at Pipe. She's probably ridden it all year. As we see Tatiana up on her first attack and wave of the heat. Hit her with everything and she wouldn't fall off. And this is Taddy's first go. Nice up into the lip there. Looking fast and spicy, coming off at that semi in Portugal. Betty Lou was holding back there. She didn't want to say, yep, I'm a title contender, even though I'm sure she knows she is.
Yeah. As we look at a section popping up for a 2-time Pals champ, one of the heroes of the tour, Sally Fitzgibbons, 417 on her opener. Kind of stepping into the wrap and now has a little wall to work with. It's just forcing her to be light on her feet. All just transition moves, hoping for a lip line to work with here. She's got it. Bottom drops out, squares up off the top. Sally's done that so many times here at Bells. It was a fun first win for her career at Bells Beach. As we watch this wave again, Laura.
Yeah, this wave, nice first turn there. Sally got to just hook it in the pocket. And then unfortunately, it just went a bit flat here. It just felt like she didn't really get given a section with any oomph, really. And, just sort of cutting back into the pocket. And, yeah, it just went a bit flat here, unfortunately. But she did get this good end section where she got to, the bottom dropped out and she's waiting for it. And this is classic Sally Fitz, just lip line float into the warbly shore break. But I think majority of this wave and the points will come from this nice first carve here.
Got to think that if she would have got another section like that, I think she would have been on her way to a good score, I think.
So many great memories. And even when she fell off tour, she didn't even hesitate her goal to come back. And still fighting for titles as we look at Tati getting the back end going. She had a 6 on her start. And nice motion, clean rail work. Now driving hard off the bottom and finds a nice solid finish with a nice little drift as well. And a 3.34 better puts her in the top 2. I'm seeing that happen.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be in the top 2 for sure. That was a huge wave from Tatiana there. That board looks amazing. There was some flat sections on that wave, but it just drove through with so much speed and power and push, really. And she got that awesome last end turn. The only waves we've seen, it was a bigger wave, but it just gave her a lot of sections to work with, and especially that end turn, that last section. The judges will eat that up.
I think there was just a lot less barbling between each manoeuvre. She was able to transition really well from manoeuvre to manoeuvre here. Just really nice, clean lines. We've seen a lot of downtime on these waves as conditions deteriorate a little bit. Maybe this is a sign of conditions getting a little bit better.
And I feel like that, sorry.
Go.
I feel like the natural footers are struggling. Too much Red Bull. The natural footers are struggling to, hit this end section the way that, say, the goofy footers are. She just was able to hit that and almost slide the tail there and bring it down. That was so committed. So I think this could go up towards the excellent range as well.
There's the finish. I think this is always great advice that I received as a kid. If a board doesn't feel right at first, change the fins before you move on from it, because it can be the difference in everything. It could end up being magic if you just find the right fins to go with it. Tyler already skating down the line. How about that roundhouse cutback to kick this one off? Already has an 8 and a 7-1-7. As she is in fine form to potentially go 3 in a row here at Bells. That board is just gliding. Whatever John Pizell put into this magic board, it's just effortless flow.
Yeah.
The pink.
That is a magic
Pink looks
board.
good, doesn't it?
Just holds in so well, and it just has speed through these flat sections. It's looking amazing. Look at this. Love that carve.
That just looks so fun. What a cool way to kick things off. And I think there's certain events and performances where an athlete just picks the right equipment on the day or on the event, and that becomes a part of the huge story along with their performance.
For sure, and I feel like out here, I've heard the story where the surf picks up and the surfers are
Kid having fun.
Her post-heat interview, you could tell her, go, that didn't sting. She's fine, you know. And then all of a sudden it did, and then everything mattered. It was a heat that she lost to Carissa Moore at lowers, and she calls that moment the turning point, where she didn't want to lose anymore. She didn't like that feeling, and next year she won the world title and then went back to back. It was a crazy turnaround for Tyler Wright. As we look at Tati digging in on the back end. She has a 6 as her low score. This one's staying a little bit full on the face, so we'll see if she can really spice it up on the end section. But gosh, she's looking great on the back end. Passing the GWN 2-minute warning, and she'll belt that vertically. So hanging in there to show some brilliant maneuvers. Another nice vertical re-entry on the Sharp Ice surfboard.
For sure, I think that was totally evident in Hawaii, and I think when Tati goes to Hawaii, I mean, obviously she's grown up on Kauai, she now represents Brazil, but I think Hawaii's in her wheelhouse. She loves those waves of consequence, so sometimes when she gets in those waves, she just has this, maybe an expectation that, hey, everyone thinks that I'm going to charge here, and I've got to charge. Someone else that kind of comes to mind when I think of that is Courtney Conolog as well. Like, they've just got this big expectation, a bit of weight on their shoulders that maybe they're putting there, and sometimes they almost oversurf. As we look to Sally out the back.
Wow, beautiful slice on the open face from a 2-time Bells champion, Sally Fitzgibbons, ripping through that open face hook. That was just so well timed, so precise.
Let's have a look at this. Sally taking off. Nice first turn. That was a beautiful hook. Connected. Another slash here. She's waiting to see if this wave gives her a big bolly end section, and she goes into the Larry and she pulls it off. Wow.
That was insane. The best single score of the matchup, 8.43 to avoid the elimination round. Tatiana down to third, even with a 7 and a 6. That was an insane heat.
That was the heat of the day.
By far.
Love
Tyler
it.
way out front, but Sally proving experience paying off. Saved the best for last.